All right, lads. Do you want to build some big shoulders? Well, do you? What's that? Oh, you do? Oh, really good. And are you actually willing to put the work in? What? Oh, you are? Oh, excellent. Well, if that's the case, then let's do this. Follow me. Right, guys. So you need one pressing movement for your shoulders. This could be any pressing exercise. So it could be a barbell, dumbbell, or even a machine press. All right. Now, my preference is the dumbbell shoulder press, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So it's a seated dumbbell shoulder press. But wait, just one more thing before I get going, guys. Like the video right away before we get into this, and subscribe. Guys, I must tell you, I've noticed something. I'm literally getting a couple of hundred views per video, and I got like 75 subscribers. So something is a bit off. There's a lot more watching. There's a lot of people watching that haven't subscribed to my channel. Come on, don't be an arsehole, okay? Don't be like that. Hit the subscribe button. Are you really gonna watch me and not subscribe? Are you gonna do that? Is that fair? Hit the subscribe button and let's get going. Okay, so the first is your setup. So before you even get going, make sure you bench. Okay, what I'm sitting on right now, the upper part of the bench shouldn't be too upright. I definitely don't like it that way. I feel a bit better when it's one notch back. So just a one notch like that. So it's a slight little incline, but you know, the less the better. So you definitely don't want to be going far back, because if you do, then you'll be hitting more chest. Okay, so just one notch. And then, so your setup, look, feet flat on the ground, sit on the bench, and push your back into the bench like that. So it's like you're pressing back like that. So you pin your shoulders down like that. You're gonna have a slight natural curve in your lower back. Okay, so your posture is everything, okay? Because you gotta keep this as you train, as you're doing the reps. Slight arch, and then you push the chest up, right? And then core nice and tight. So this is how you're supposed to stay throughout the movement, all right? So I'm gonna show you, all right? I'm gonna show you with my arms first, as if I got dumbbells, just to go through the movement with you, right? So roughly around shoulder distance apart, my arms, okay, chest up, look, core tight, and then just drop nice and low. So you're keeping in a straight line, nice and low, nice and low, nice and low, okay? But it doesn't have to be too low. There is a set point where if you go too low, some people experience shoulder pain. So obviously you want to avoid that, all right? If you do feel the shoulder pain, go up a little higher, and then pick the range of motion that obviously doesn't hurt you. You never want to feel pain. So nice and low, chest up, look, and just press straight. Don't lock your joints, just keep a little bit there, okay? Back down, and then press up. So a couple of seconds down, negative, maybe two to 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, pause, press, okay? So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna throw a couple of dumbbells out for you and show you, okay, what it looks like when I do a couple of reps. So I will do about 5 reps for you, okay? So onto your knees like that, get set before they go up, pin your shoulders, chest up, and then press the dumbbell up with your knee. Nice and explosive, okay, to get the momentum. And then bang, look, bang. Here they are, okay? Chest up, nice and low. And then press. I could do it with a mirror here so I can actually see. It does always help. But hey, we are in the kitchen. Drop nice and low, nice and low. Pause, press, control. More. And that's the shoulder press. The second exercise that we're going to do is side laterals, okay? So there's definitely a couple of variations of this exercise that you can't do and it will work fine. You know, some of them would be a standing, okay, lateral raise. You could do a cable lateral raise, and there's some machines as well out there that you definitely can do. This is my favorite, a seated dumbbell raise. I just feel that when I'm doing a seated dumbbell raise, because I'm kind of locked into the position, you know, I don't really cheat. I'm locked in more, so I feel a lot more on my, you know, my delts. So this exercise hit your side delts, okay? And then also your traps, okay? So, and let me go ahead and show you the movement. Body weight first actually, and then again, I'll throw in some real light dumbbells, okay? So, sit back into the position again, feet flat on the floor again, pin the shoulders back nice and tight, chest up, the same as with the shoulder press, very similar, okay? And your hands come out onto the side, here. This time, you need to make sure that this part is rather straight, the upper part of the bench, that it's straight, the straighter the better here, okay? If it's a little back like that, if that's the way the bench is, then I wouldn't worry about it, it's fine, okay? Sit back, pin the shoulders back, chest up, your hands come out onto the side here, okay? And you have a slight bend on the elbow, so you don't completely extend, you don't lock your joints, alright? Slight bend, but not a lot. Both hands like that, so this is the movement, and then your arms extend both sides like that, straighten up, pretty much till you're parallel, in line with the shoulder. Again, I don't have a mirror right now, it could be a bit off, but that's what you're aiming for, okay? You come here, and you don't need to hold here. As soon as you come here, you could, if you like, for maybe a second max, and then back down. When you come back down, don't rest them, then bring them back up, okay? It's quite simple actually. You won't fuck up here, okay? Just a couple of small things, okay? And you will get this movement, all right? So you don't need to go heavy on exercise like this, all right? If you're doing it right, then you won't be going heavy, trust me. I'm gonna show you with these little bad boys, 2.3 kgs, all right? So pin back, hold them in your hand. I'm gonna do about 6 reps, right? Up, let's see the table, okay, chest up, bang, back down. So don't rest at the bottom, don't hit your leg, back up. So as you can see here guys, there's no fucking momentum, there's no cheating. This is why I like the seated press. It really, you see the lateral raise. It really does isolate the muscle, so you can't really cheat here, you know? Just make sure you're back against the bench, that you're not doing that silly, and then it's all delt. Look, bang, and then back down. Fairly straightforward, guys. That's that one. Okay, so the third exercise is going to be a dumbbell rear delt fly. All right, so there are a couple of variations of this exercise that you can't do. There's one in particular that if you happen to be training in the gym, which I'm pretty sure most of you are, then I would probably go with the machine. Do you know the machine fly machine? Yeah, the machine fly machine. I would do a reverse fly on that, okay? Reverse machine fly. That would be what I guess what we call it, okay? But at home with dumbbells, I would definitely go for this variation, okay? So this hits your side delts, okay? And then parts of like rhomboids and stuff like that. It's really important that you throw in one of these. Another one that you can do instead would be a face pull on a cable. So there's definitely different variations of this, and you can pick your favorite. But for the sakes of this video, we're gonna go with this one, and this one should work just fine, okay? And this is a really important exercise also for your shoulder, because we spend a lot of time pressing for the chest and then overhead pressing as well. So we do a fair bit of pressing for the front delt. So we definitely need to do a bit for the rear delt as well, so that our shoulder can remain stable and strong. So because what can happen is this part of the shoulder can get a lot stronger, okay, and then your posture can kind of be off, and it can start to shift forward. I forgot the actual term for it. There is an actual term for this condition, like that you can actually develop. So this will then assure that your rotator cuff is well supported by muscles from all angles, and that it's healthy and strong, and as I said, it will avoid bad posture as well. So it's important to do one of these, okay? So this is the one that we're gonna go with today. Let me show you. Okay, so the bench is right here. So we're gonna go onto the bench with that, nice and high. Yeah. So bring your shoulders slightly higher than the top part of the bench. The feet, at least your toes should be pressing the floor, so tight, okay? Like that. So full contact with these dumbbells. So you're in full contact with the floor. Okay? Dumbbells here onto your side. So like that. Yeah. Slight bend on the elbows. Again, pin the shoulders before you go. So see this position. Don't want this. So pin your shoulders back. Retract your scapula. Alright? Don't forget that thing. Retract scapula. So it's this. Yeah? Slight bend on the elbows. Again. And then just go back there. To the parallel and back down again. Back all the way down. Slight bend. And then you pull back, lead with the elbows. Yeah. Finish it. Track the scapula, back down. Lead with the elbows up. Slight bend the elbows. Okay. Right guys, so our last exercise is the dumbbell shrugs. Okay, so the shrugs target your traps. Alright, so traps, just want to show you here. Okay, so these muscles here, and they run down your back as well a fair bit, almost kind of right down to like even your mid back. So it's actually a big enough muscle. Okay, so again, there are a couple of variations you can do. You could do a barbell standing, like in a squat rack type of thing, shrugs, which would work very well. I prefer this one. This is my preference. I kind of have some back issues and I think this one works really well anyway. So any of those will do. So we're gonna go ahead and go with this one, all right? So dumbbell shrugs. I bring my feet in closer like that because when I'm out wide like that, what will happen is the dumbbells will be rubbing off my leg. So it's to ensure that I can move through the full movement. Nice and smooth. You feel good. So push the back against the bench like that. Yeah. Drop these dumbbells down. Chest up. Just like some of these exercises you would think you can't get hurt, they look simple, but trust me, always make sure you got really nice posture and technique, okay? Shit can go wrong for sure. Right, chest up, extend your arms, and then you're just shrugging up towards your ears like that. Nice and high, hold for 1 second, and back down. All the way down, get a nice stretch, and then right up. Bang, hold, back down. Again, I don't have a mirror, so I can't see if I'm doing something slightly off. Okay, and then back up, and squeeze, back down. So, what a lot of people do wrong is they go very heavy and they do this. Okay, so instead, pick a weight that you can do at least maybe 12 to 15 reps with, okay? And then go up nice and high, like that, to your ears, okay? Go up as far as you can to the ears and squeeze for a second. What I like to do when the dumbbells start to get a little heavy, I kind of roll it down and hold them like this. Yeah? Seems to help me, okay? And then right up and back down. So up to your ears, all the way to the ears, back down. So guys, one thing that I do see a lot of with this one, it just kind of came to me as I was showing you, and it's shocking that people are still doing it. It's still out there for me to see in the gym like all the time. Is the people kind of go into circles. This is really bad. I wouldn't have mentioned if it wasn't really bad. If it was kind of bad, I wouldn't mention it. But it's really bad. So I'll stand up so you can see me. Is that okay? Yeah? Right? So what I see people doing is, I'm not gonna do a weight. I'll probably hurt myself being who I am. Right? What people do is you kind of go like that. If you ever been in the gym, you probably have seen it, or back, like that, backwards, probably this way more. It's nasty stuff. So look, you could also do a standing, just straight up. Straight to your ears and back down. And if you got a barbell, you hold it here, it's actually pretty good. But this movement is perfect. So just straight up, squeeze right up to your ears as high as you can, and then back down. And then that will That'll definitely grow you some nice traps, guys. Alright, and that's all you need to be doing, guys, to get nice thick shoulders. So just a couple of things I want to add onto that. So sets and reps would be what I need to touch up on. So I would recommend with each of these exercises around 3 sets. Okay, so obviously this depends on how frequently you train the shoulders weekly, but normally I'd say 3 sets per of these exercises. So the first exercise that I showed, which was the overhead press, for that one I would say 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. So I wouldn't go too high here on the rep range and not too low either. 8 to 10 would be good there. And then side laterals, okay, that one I'd go with around 15 reps, nice and high, definitely around 15 reps, get the blood in there. And then the third one, the rear delt fly, again 15 would be probably the number I go with, 15 to 20 even, okay, on that one. And then shrugs, the last one, I would go with around 15 reps. And that's about it, guys. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!